G'day everyone, I'm joined by Tony Nguyen. We are preparing ourselves for TSF Team Champs 2026 and I have the pleasure of chatting to many of the coaches, and today it's Summit Systems Tony. Tony Nguyen is a very well-established powerlifter in the Melbourne scene. If you've been in Melbourne powerlifting for any length of time, you'll have seen his face at various team champs, nationals, competitions all over the state. So yeah, very looking forward to chatting to you, Tony.
Thanks for having me, bro. What an introduction. Well, I didn't expect that. I
Well, I mean,
appreciate
you're a
that,
good
bro.
lifter. You've been around for a long time. You know what it's like. Not a lot of people last, as long as you have. So it's good to see you not only continuing to be around powerlifting, but continuing to thrive and grow.
I appreciate that, bro. And bro, likewise. I mean, congratulations on the deadlift record, bro. That was insane.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Trying to catch up to you.
Nah, stop, man. Nah.
Two big boys. Recent adventure or recent project, Summit Systems. Talk to us a little bit about what's been going on and this new venture of yours.
Yeah, so I was, for the past few years, as most of you will know, I co-founded Elemental Strength Society. And I spent the last few years building that up, but I got to a point where, I had my own vision for how I wanted to coach and build something. So I made the decision to go out on my own and launch or rebrand, Summit Systems. So that was why I wanted to start Summit Systems. Also, I am studying exercise science in the background as well, to help bring forth a better package for coaching, pretty much.
Yeah, excellent. And so Summit mainly an online program at the moment. Are you doing much coaching in person?
Now, so fully online at the moment. Later down the road, I mean, the plan is hopefully some face-to-face later down the road oh,
We have a guest appearance. If you're listening
guest
to the audio
appearance,
only
Kami.
version, we have a, what's your name? What's your cat's name again? You did tell me
Kami.
earlier.
We got Kami that
Kami,
wants to
that's it.
join
Kami's joining us.
join the interview.
So
Also,
later down the road, some face-to-face.
yeah, later down the road, some face-to-face, maybe in a Summit gym, or who knows? Who knows what's going on?
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. Summit Gym coming. No, we'll see where we end up. Okay, excellent. And you've obviously got some experience at Team Champs, right? You have competed at our comp before. You've obviously coached as part of Elemental in the past, and I'm super excited that you wanted to submit, your own team. It's obviously been a recent project of yours to kind of rebrand on your own, but I'm really glad that you're bringing a team. What's been your experience like at previous comps, and talk to us a little bit about what you love about the comp and why you're trying to bring your own team again.
Yeah, so I mean, I believe I've been at every single Team Champs ever, either
Wow.
coaching or competing. So I've had the privilege of experiencing the evolution of Team Champs over the years, and bro, I've enjoyed it. Like I think the team element to Team Champs, it adds an extra layer of competition. Um, yeah, it's way more competitive. You've got higher stakes. So let me just get my cat off. Shit. It's distracting because she's
I
pressing
wasn't
random
distracted.
buttons like
She was
the calculator.
Oh yeah, she was
Yeah,
distracting you more than me. I wasn't distracted at all.
she definitely was. Where was I? Um, yeah. So the team
Yeah, the
element
team.
of Team Champs, it's something special. Usually it's in individual powerlifting, it's you versus the bar, and then in Team Champs, it's the team against other teams and the bar. So yeah, I think and every single year it gets more competitive. There's got always new head to heads and stuff, which makes it for spectators much more entertaining.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, and I think I always take it as a big compliment when people are coming back. Like you said, you've been to everyone. I didn't know that. If that's true, that's freaking awesome. And the fact that you've been to everyone, and then you're really making an effort to kind of bring another team to me, I take that as a big compliment. Like I said, it says that you have a lot of buy-in and you believe in the product, you believe in the event. So yeah, I appreciate that you're bringing a team together. You mentioned that it's very competitive. There's another layer of competition. Of course, there are many teams who aren't going to be so competitive. They're not going to be winning or taking out those top spots, but there's still, I think, personally, at least, a lot of value in those teams kind of like coming together, training together. Do you think that's an important thing for you guys as well?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think as a team goal, like our primary goal is just to hit certain numbers. We've got individual goals with everyone in the team, and that's what I want them to focus on. I don't want to focus on any crazy placings or anything. I just want them to have fun and essentially just enjoy the experience of Team Champs and what it has to offer.
Yeah, it can often bring people together, like especially I find in an online environment when you have people who don't necessarily train together in person very often at all, but having that, the group chat and the like the gossip and the sharing training footage and stuff, that can often just be really, really uniting, I find. And in my experience and over the years, a lot of the teams I've seen bond together in the prep, and it's such a good experience in my opinion. So I'm hoping that you guys get a similar thing.
Yeah, of course. No. That's another thing about Team Champs. Like when you have a team, that experience it lasts a long, long time, way, way after the competition itself.
Yeah, there's like a flow on effect for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
All
for sure.
right, so talk to us about who is on your team. You've got four lifters. So far, I mean, not so far, but my current nominations, I've got a Carlos, Logan, Yvonne, and yourself, Big T.
Yes, yes.
Do you want to talk us through each of these lifters, how long you've been coaching them for, what they're kind of looking like in terms of their training, what you're expecting from them? Maybe we'll start with Carlos.
We'll start with Carlos. So Carlos is a special one. He started off in the 105 weight class over a year ago, I think, and it's cut down to 83s. Yeah, so now he's competing in 83s, which is a huge weight cut. And he's maintained all of his strength, if not gained strength as well. So this, that achievement alone is worth celebrating. So I think my goal for him this comp is to hit some big numbers, yeah. And plus 83 classes in the challenges bracket is huge. We've got 7 entries, which is
Yeah, it's a deep field for sure. And so he used to compete in 105, did you say? And he's come all the way down to 83. That's a freaking massive journey.
Yeah, not for sure.
And so you've been coaching him for a long time?
I'm coaching him 3-4 years now. Yeah, 3-4 years now, I believe. Yes.
And so would you say the goal is to maintain some of his old PBs at this weight class, or like what's his training looking like at the moment?
Goal is to maintain, obviously, but he's tracking really well. Like we've set, I think 2 blocks ago, we set some goals and they were pretty conservative. He's already like hit those goals already, and he's like 2 blocks out. So he's looking really good, very healthy at the moment. Fingers crossed, everything goes smooth. But yeah, he's looking really strong.
Awesome. 83 kilo class, like you said, fairly stacked. Even on the challenges bracket, there's 7 lifters. I mean, I think that class is going to get taken out by Chich, who I spoke to yesterday, from Stoic. I mean, he's got over 700 kilo total, but it's still going to be challenge. It's still going to be competitive, and every place matters. I think that's the important thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's talk about Logan. So I know Logan. He's come and trained at TSF a couple of times actually, and I think he's even competed at one of our comps in the past.
He's competed at 2.
How long have you been coaching? Okay, right.
Yeah.
So he's a frequent flyer. So
Yeah.
talk to me about Logan. How long have you been coaching him for? I think he's a junior still.
Yeah. Still a junior. I've been coaching him for 2 years, I believe. 1 or 2 years. I don't know. Lately, years sort of merge into one. But
You're getting older, man. That's what happens.
yeah, exactly right. Been coaching for 2 years. He's also doing a bit of a cut as well. Started off in the 120 plus, and now he's down to 120. And yeah, his training's been looking really good as well. Same sort of story. Strength is pretty much maintained throughout this cut, and actually getting stronger as well. So, yeah, looking really good as well. So super excited for him.
And so has he previously competed in the 120 pluses? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Oh, he was. Hang on. I think it was 120. Oh, so he was sitting at 120 and would have to water cut down to the 120s. Now he's sitting comfortably below 120. so he doesn't have to worry about any cut. You're right. So thanks for the correction.
No, no, it's all right. And so he's got a bit of experience. Like you said, he's done a couple of our comps before. And is this going to be his third comp then, or has he done a couple elsewhere? Has he done it? Did he go to a junior nationals maybe?
It's a good question. Hang on, let me just pull it up.
I've put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
he didn't qualify for junior nationals. I don't remember. I don't remember myself.
Junior nationals at APA? No, he hasn't. No, so I think he wanted to. He was just shy of the qualifier from the TSF comp that he did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's right. Maybe it was this. Maybe I was mixing myself up and thinking about the junior nationals that's coming up next week, and maybe he had his eye on that, but then maybe didn't make the qualifier, so he's instead getting the selection for Summit.
That's it. That's right.
Okay, we have Yvonne as well. So I don't really know Yvonne. I'm not familiar with her.
Oh, Yvonne is a gun. Yvonne is
Okay.
a gun and a half. She competed at not world. It was USA PL Worlds. I'm not sure the IDPFA
Yeah.
Worlds. Near the end of last year, so she's had some international experience there. Her lifts are looking really good at the moment. I think we've done some tinkering with the program. I think we've found the sweet spot. But she's got a lot of comps under her belt, so pretty confident with her. I think in her weight class as well, she's looking at perhaps podium just from the nominations and the current standings at the moment. And in the first two spots, we've got, where is it? Oh, Sarah de Blasi, Samantha Wang, both totaling 372, and then she's sitting 5 kilos under that. I'm sure all of these three lifters have improved in the total since. So it should be an interesting battle. But the advantage is there's actually no pressure on Yvonne, to be honest, because there's actually more pressure on Sarah de Blasi and Samantha Wang to hold their spot. And Yvonne, the distance from third to fourth is large. Not too large, but larger, sorry, I should say. Yvonne she just has to hit 9 for 9, hit some numbers, and, anything could happen on the day. So pretty exciting about that matchup there.
Yeah, and so we were just talking there about the 57 kilo class on day one challengers bracket. How long have you been coaching Yvonne, and is she junior? Is she an open? What's her experience like? Like, how many years has she been lifting for?
So Yvonne is open. I keep getting these mixed up. But I used to think she was junior for the first year of coaching her, and then out of nowhere it was like, oh, I'm not junior, by the way. I'm like, oh shit, sorry, my bad. But yeah, I've been coaching her for 3-4 years as well, same time as Carlos, I believe. And she's got a handful of comps under her belt. So I think 5 or 6 comps, a couple nationals, 1 international. Let me actually find out.
Well, yeah, I mean, the 57 kilo class, like you were saying, is going to be one of the most competitive classes, especially on that day one, especially in that challengers bracket. We have nominations at 372.5, 372.5, 367.5, and then fourth place, you said, is a little bit behind. It's only 357.5, so only 10 kilos behind. So it's going to be very, very close to get onto that podium. And I mean, the placings is going to be really important there, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. It all comes down to making lifts for this weight class.
Of course, it always does.
Yeah.
All right, and our fourth lifter is currently yourself.
Myself, yes.
You're going to get on the platform.
I definitely am. Definitely am. I mean, my training's going all right. I don't want to give away too much, but it's going all right. I'm sitting, body weight is 99, 100-ish at the moment. So within a water cut to 93s.
Okay, good one. So, I mean, you haven't competed at 93s in a long time, actually, if I'm not mistaken. It might be like 3 years or 4 years since you last competed at 93, because recently you've been lifting in the 105s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I know it's a bit awkward to talk about yourself, so I'll do it for you. So for those listening, Tony competed at the Open Nationals recently, did pretty well in the 105s kilo class. I mean, that was a really, really deep class. So it was good to see you fighting it out in the 105s, and you've been lifting in the 105s for a while. And so this will be your first comp at 93 since, I think, yeah, maybe 4 years, I think.
Yeah, it's been 4 years. Far out. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been 93s for a long time just because I wanted to focus on just getting stronger. I think I kept sort of hovering at 93s, doing a bowl, getting too worried about cutting, getting too worried about getting fluffy. And then, I'll cut down and I'll get too worried about getting weak. So I'll just keep yo-yoing. And then I ended up plateauing for so long, and until I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go 105s and just see where body weight goes. And then that's when I made the most progress.
And so what was the impetus to go back now to 93s? What's prompted you to push back towards 93s?
They're too strong, JP. They're too strong in 105s.
Running away. I mean,
running away.
Yeah. You can't run away from everybody.
Yeah, this is out of fear. I mean, 93s have some heavy hitters as well. We saw Josh Takua at Nationals, which was, I mean, he had a really, really good performance. So, anyway, we won't talk about Nationals. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll keep this about Team Champs, bro.
Yeah, so first comp at 93s in a long time. That'll be a good set. That'll be a good flat. I mean, you're currently nominated in first by quite a margin. Of course, some changes may come through. Some teams may look at the 93s and think that there are some gaps and some opportunities to take advantage of holes. So, for example, what I'm looking at is in the 83s. There's 2 lifters at least, not including the top nomination, but there are, Sam Russell and Tyson Lamb, and even Paul Lannis actually in the 83s. These 3 lifters, if they just lifted at 93, any of them could finish second. And so I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 of those lifters from 83s just jumps up a class just to take advantage of the slightly shallower field that we see in the 93 kilo category. Yeah. So bit of strategy, a bit of jostling may take place, but right now you're nominated in first by quite a margin. So I guess you're just going to keep your head down and just do what you can.
Exactly right.
What would you say are your goals as a team coming into this comp? Like, have you thought about where you might place as a team, or is that not important to you right now?
Not a priority at the moment. I think I've sort of plotted out all the scores and stuff of all the teams, and I think right now my goal as a team is just to hit numbers. We've got some individual goals out of the 4 of us, and I just want us to give it our best and leave it all on the platform.
Love it, man. That's the way it's got to be sometimes. Just focus on yourself, and oftentimes a good team result will come out from focusing on the individual lifts, right? It's like, even in individual sessions, if you're focusing on getting your 9 out of 9, oftentimes you'll place really well, even if you're not really paying attention to your opponents.
Yeah, exactly right, bro. Anything can happen on the day.
Exactly, man. Anything can happen. That's why we love sports. That's why we love putting it out there, because it's got to be open-ended. All right, man. Thank you so much for your time. Good to chat to you. Good to hear a little bit about your team, about your experience. I mean, like I said, if you've been to every Team Champs, there'd be very few people that have been to every Team Champs. Even I haven't been to all of them, because there was 1 year where I was overseas. So
that's right.
That's an awesome accolade. That'd be a great thing. We'd have to quadruple check that, but I mean, I trust you, obviously. So that's great to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're bringing a team. I'm glad to hear that you're taking to the platform yourself as well, because it's good to see some really good talent coming to our comp. And I wish you the best of luck for the next 9 weeks.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. All the best to you too.